Hello, Dark Sniper here. I thought we would look at the special event trigger and a couple of its properties. So to begin, let's get a special event. We'll go up to the actor browser, the pawn, open it up. Triggers, drill down to special event. So let's place a special event. Right click, add special event. We're going to select it. I'm just going to hold down both the left and mouse button and the control button and kind of move it up in the air just to get it out of the way. So there we are. There's our special event. Let's double click it and look at its properties. Under object, we'll find initial state. Here's where we tell the special event what we want it to do. And for this one, we want it to play a sound effect. So we have our sound effect. And now our purpose is whenever someone comes onto the bridge, the other players are alerted to that fact because a sound plays. All right, so we have our play sound effect. We need to choose the sound. Let's go up to the sound browser, denoted by the speaker. We're going to open up, how about Doors Modern? We just want a clanging sound like they stepped on the metal bridge. Let's go. Maybe I should have picked one. That's good right there. We'll use that one. So we come down to special event, sound. Now, notice there's a sound here, ambient sound, but that's not what we're going to use because if we were to put the sound there, then it would play continuously like an ambient sound. We want it here. This is the sound called by triggering the special event. So now we need to give this special event a unique name. We'll go up to events and we'll call this bridge. I'm going to copy it. Now we need to add two triggers, one on this side, one on that side, so the player crosses through threshold. Back down in triggers, we're going to choose the trigger. Go to properties. Firstly, we're going to call our special event, pasting the name of the special event. And now we need to determine whether or not the player would pierce the collision radius of the trigger. So how do we do that? We're looking at it, we don't see anything. We need to come up to our viewport bar, right click on it, actors, radii view. Now we can see the collision radius for this trigger. And if we go to our top view, we can see that it needs to grow some. So we come up to collision, the radius, let's say 180, see what that does. Oh, that's pretty good. We'll just center it there a little bit. Now, when our player runs up the bridge, they should encounter this trigger and make a sound. So let's notice also that this trigger now is calling that special event, and there's a line there. I'm going to duplicate this. You can also use Control D. I'm going to place it right here. And there we go. Now we have a trigger at either end of the bridge. So let's rebuild. Save. And give it a test run. Oh, there we go. So anytime anyone, now the player is made aware. Let's look at one more special event use. So back down in triggers, special event. Double click its properties, object, and this initial state is going to be a damage instigator. We want to cause, some kind of penalty for falling down here in the fire. All right, so it's a damage instigator. We're going to call this fire pit. And now we need a trigger. So as you noticed with the initial special event, you can have multiple triggers calling the same special event. And we could do that here too. We could have a trigger on every flame, but that would be somewhat redundant. Let's grab a trigger. And looking down from the top view, we will make the trigger cover all this area. Going to the trigger's collision. Let's say 600, see what that does. Yeah, that fits it nicely. So when the player falls down here, they'll encounter that trigger. Now we need to go back to our special event. We have damage instigator. Now we need to tell how much damage will it cause. I'm going to say 10 damage points. And for fire, if we say the damage type is burned, then if we die in it, it will tell us we were incinerated. So we have damage 10, damage instigator, fire pit is our tag. Now let's make sure our trigger is set up properly. Trigger, we need to call the fire pit. And here's the thing. Since this is one large trigger, if we fell down into the pit and we stayed there, we would only incur 10 damage points until we left the trigger and came back. Unless we tell the trigger to repeat. And here's how we do it. Under trigger, repeat trigger time, let's say 2 seconds. That way the player may have time to get out before they die. Rebuild, save, let's test it out. There's our sound. Oh. Yeah. Every 2 seconds. And Dark Sniper was incinerated. All right, that'll do it. I hope you find this helpful. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.